نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه وبعد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. So, welcome to our second session of Chronicles of Surf. Alhamdulillah. In the first session, we learned about the definition of surf and what is surf and what is its linguistic meaning and what is the technical meaning of surf. Then we had some beautiful examples that how we can apply surf rules to a set of words, letters to different types of families. Then we had some beautiful examples from Quran and Hadith of beloved Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Then we then we learn about how we can categorize the surf into two main types, that is the mushtaq words and the jamid words. And mushtaq words are those words that can be derived and we can apply the surf rules on them. And there are two types of these, and we are going to see the examples for them, so it will be easy to learn about them. And they are the af'al mutasarrifa and the asma mutamakkina. Then we have then we learned that what are the jamid words. These are the words that on which we cannot apply surf rules, and they cannot be derived, they cannot be conjugated. Uh, then we learned about revised types of asma according to Arab. And what are they? We learned that there are three types: the fully flexible, the partly flexible, and the non-flexible words. And why we learned about them? Because it is very important to learn that the surf rules cannot be applied on the mabni words. They cannot be applied on the mutamakkin words. Only the flexible words that are fully flexible and the partly flexible are mutamakkin amkin and mutamakkin ghair amkin words can be uh, used in a surf study. These are the words or these are nouns on which surf rules can be applied. So here are these main categories: the Morab words, the Mabni words, and the Mamnu min as-sarf words. These words will not be used in our surf studies. Now let's look at our verbs now. The singular form is in Arabic is fi'l and the plural is af'al. So, and we know that the surf deals with the building of words, and that can be nouns or af'al, and there are different other types which we are going to learn, inshallah. So, right now we will see the three different aspects of af'al or verbs. The first one is the conjugation. These are the three concepts that we should learn or we must learn before starting self studies. So first one is the conjugation, that is called siga. These are the types of the words that we will make according to their conjugation. Then comes the roots, a very important part of self studies, that is called al jazr. And then verb patterns or forms included in families, that is called abwab in Arabic. We Okay, so we'll start with the conjugation. In conjugation, there are different types of cigars in the subfamilies, but the main type from which the other words will be formed is a fail, and the conjugation. The three important types of fail are um, the fail madi, the past tense, fail mudari, the present tense, and the fail the command. So basically, conjugation means to change a verb to make it appropriate for a particular person or for a particular tense. So that is why the verbs in Arabic are conjugated in the past tense, in the present tense, and the command tense. So you might be wondering that why the future tense is not included. So future tense is basically it isn't a main category because it's simply an extension of the present tense structure, and future tense is basically the same thing as the present tense in Arabic grammar. So conjugation, it gives different forms of words using different tenses, numbers, and persons. It's basically um, the study in which we will make different forms of words. You can make thousands of words by conjugating a simple set of letters. So, what are the letters uh, in used in uh, self-study? So, letters is a very important. Vasvasa, Dahraja, Zalzala, and Basara. So now look at these words. These are all root lettered words, and we can see that how they are different from the three root lettered words. And there are some more, but these are few of the examples or of how these four root lettered words uh, are formed. Now let's go to the next slide. Inshallah, now, so I hope that it gives you a better idea how this root system works. Alhamdulillah. Conjugation is not only done, or it is not only consist of the afal or asma, but it has masdar or ism zarf and so on. So we are going to learn about them soon, inshallah. And family, like a family, is consist of many members. Just like that, we have families in Surf too, and as I already mentioned, that we call them Bab, and the plural form is Abwab. These families have members too, and as I told you that the families have multiple members like Fa'il Madi, Fa'il Mudare, Masdar, Ism Zarf, or uh, and many more. So we will inshallah see them one by one soon. So, the third concept of surf that is also very important to learn is the verb forms or the patterns, and they are called the wazn, and the plural form is awzan. Uh, the best way to learn them is to see some examples using different verb forms, and in this way, the concept of verb patterns can be easily understood. So let's see these sets, and each set is broken down into three categories. You can see this is the first set. This is the first set and second, like this, and these are divided into three categories. And we have Fale Madi, uh, we have Fale Madi here, then we have Fale Mudare, and we have the verbal noun here. Uh, and this refers to the noun form of the verb that we are using. Any verb, this verbal noun is related, or masdar, that is called in Arabic, is related with this verb. And here, the roots are mentioned here, that is al-jazr, are mentioned here. Verbal noun, if can be understood like in English, that when we say like I baked a cake last night. So I can say that I love baking. So here I baked a cake. Baked is my fi'l mudari, fi'l madi, my past tense. And if I say I love baking here, this ing form of bake is acting as a noun, and that is my verbal noun. Like allama, it means he taught. And taliman is the education. This is the verbal noun or the masdar form of the education or the learning. This is the learning, the education. Or we can use the nasab form, or we can use it in this form. At-talimu, taliman or talimu. allama yu'allimu ta'liman, or we can say at-ta'limu, and here is the root is given. And because masdar, it describes the idea of the concept of the verb. And the same thing, as I told you, as I gave you the example, it exists in the Arabic language too. And uh, it might be overwhelming at this stage, but trust me, surf is going to be amazing experience, inshallah. We will go in much more detail about the Mazhar in our future lessons, but right now we are going to look at this chart and we are going to look at the similarities of the sounds that these all verbs and words are having in common. So now look at these sets of verbs because all of these verbs follow the same pattern here. Like allama yu'allimu ta'liman or at-ta'limu, its root is ain, lam, and mim. Fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan or at-taf'ilu. Nazzala yunazzilu tanzilan, or we can say at-tanzilu. It has a root letter noon, za, and lam. Then darrasa yudarrisu tadrisan, or we can say at-tadrisu. It has a root letter dal, ra, and sin. Fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan, at-taf'ilu, and the root letters are fa, ain, and lam. So these are all the families using the three root letters, and let's pay attention to the similarities and how they sound similar. Allama, fa'ala, nazzala, darrasa, fa'ala. You can see how they are similar, and all they all have the same pattern, and we can see that that pattern is uh, fa'ala family because we will follow the standard root letter form like they are fa, ain, and lam, and we can see they all have what they have common, a shadda in the middle on the middle letter. So they all sound similar. So we can say that this is the family of fa'ala, or you can take this. This is the family of allama. So we if we replace the fa'ala uh, letters and can we can put different root letters and they will fit onto this form or pattern like this first letter is fa. It's the first letter is ain. The first letter is the fa kalima. This is the fa kalima. This is the ain kalima. This is the lam kalima. Kalima is the letter. Uh, we'll see this here. We'll see these represent. I told you that these fa, ain, and lam represent any root letters, and they can serve as variables. We'll use standard fa kalima, ain kalima, and lam kalima to make different words using different root letters. Like we did here, we learned some words using our fa kalima, our ain kalima, and our lam kalima. They are standard variables that we are going to use in our sub-studies, and this is the most common one. Fa, ain, and lam. We have used this similar family. This is actually form 2 or family 2. This is which is fa'ala family. And inshallah, when I will introduce all the families, you will learn you will learn that this is a family too, or a bab too, and it is fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan, or we can say the Mazhar form is a taf'ilu, having the root letters fa, ain, and lam. And now, how can we saw that how all these root letters can be fit onto this fa kalima, the ain kalima, and the lam kalima. They are actually uh, standard variables that we are going to use. And these are and there are 10 verb families or that are in use, and they are, as I mentioned already, that they are called the bab, and that is family. We will see they are called here the bab one, or family one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. They are all above or families in sub-studies that they are different patterns or structures that we are going to learn, in which in these families we are going to put in fa and lam kalima different type of roots to make different using different patterns and forms to make thousands of words, like we did in family two. As I told you that this is a family two, and it has a shadda in the middle. The fa kalima is having a fatha. The ain kalima is also having a fatha, and lam kalima is also having a fatha. Fa'ala. This is the past tense, and if we are going to put any root letter, any three root letters, we are going to have multiple words, different words in our family too, like we did. Like in we are putting here different type of roots to make different words. Alhamdulillah. Uh, so these are the 10 families that we are going to learn, and family uh, 9 is not very common. It is mostly related to colors in Arabic. And from one, this family one, the Bab one is bit confusing because it has the six smaller categories that we will inshallah will learn. But this is our basic category, because it is only comprised of the three root letters, no extra letter. But the other families are highly regular, and though a little effort, they can be memorized easily. And I encourage you all to memorize them, uh, see this, the Allama family or the Fa'ala family. It's Fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan. Just memorize these three important members of this family, and you are good to go. And for this, if you will memorize, uh, uh, so uh, why should why there is a need to memorize? Why should we memorize them? Um, because I think there is a need to memorize all these families because they are so powerful. They are so powerful in giving us the ability to predict structures and the morphological changes of a particular verb. And because see this particular family has fixed patterns of fi'l madi, mudari, and the verbal nouns and other members or components. And if we memorize a particular family pattern, we will instantly know all the morphological changes or all the types of the members in that particular family. Uh, like uh, like we are now introduced to family two here, the Fa'ala family, and we can see if we memorize the first three members of this family, it will be very easy for us to recognize any word if that word is on the pattern of Fa'ala family. If any Fale Madi or if any Fale Mudare or Masdar is given on this pattern, we will instantly know that this is a Bab 2. Like you can see these words, and this word is very commonly used in Quran Nazala. So now whenever now you will read your Mus'haf, and you will find this word Nazala, you will instantly know that you will be very much able to recognize it, that it belongs to Allah family. Alhamdulillah. So these are all the words that are on the pattern of our Bab 2, the Fa'ala family, in which the Fa'il Madi is Fa'ala, and Fa'il Mudar is Yufa'ilu, and Masdar is Tafilan or At-Tafilu. So here, look at the similarities here. All the fi'li madi are on the same pattern. Allama, fa'ala, nazzala, darrasa, fa'ala. So if you are going to memorize all the three types, the first three members of a certain family, then you will be able to understand, or you will be able to recognize the words to which family they belong. Fa'ala yufa'ilu taf'ilan. This is the form 2 or a verb 2 uh, on the pattern. Like there is a fatha on the first kalima, the fa kalima, the ain kalima has a shadda and a fatha, and a last letter, the lam kalima, has a fatha again. So whenever you see this form or this pattern, you will know that that a particular word belongs to a fa'ala family. Alhamdulillah. So one more benefit of memorizing a particular family, like this one, فَأَرَى يُفَعِلُ تَفْعِيلًا, is that if you have memorized the particular family pattern, and if only one member of that particular family is given, or whatever form is that, either فعل ماضٍ or فعل مضارع or مصدر, any of the one word is just given. However, uh, it is if you know the family, you can drive all the other forms of that family. So if you have memorized the families and your memorization is solid, it works wonders. And for example, if I knew a family, uh, this works literally this far, just like that. I will know that this word is belonging to this family, and the other members are this and that. Like if I know my word Nazala, I know that this word belongs to Fa'ala family. And if I have memorized this family, Fa'ala yufa'ilu tafilan, then I know that this word is from Fa'ala family, then I know what can be its fa'il mudare, and then what can be its mazhar, and so on, its other family members that we will soon learn. So these are the first three family members of any family. Uh, Fale Madin, Fale Mudare, and Mazar. These are the first three family members of the other 10 families that we are going to learn, inshallah. Uh, okay, now we will look at a fell. Let's see how a verb is conjugated in Arabic, inshallah. And it also allows us to appreciate the interconnected meanings of the words. The same root letters will share the same underlying meaning, and of course, there are exceptions to every rule, just like that. So we will see if there will be any exception, uh, inshallah. So we are going to learn the conjugation, that how can we fully conjugate the verb forms for all the pronouns in on these patterns. Yeah, it's really amazing thing about uh, the families. See here, we know that the basic form of fell. We know that fell had three important types: فعل ماضي, فعل مضارع, and فعل أمر. That's past tense, present tense, and command. So here, the root letters, we can see from all these words that what is the root letter that we have used here. This is kataba, the main form here. This I told you, this is wherever you see the three letter words, this is from family one. Why? Because the family one uses only the root letters, and here the root letters are ka, kaf, ta, and ba. So whenever you see a three-letter word, you will know that it belongs to a family one. And I told you the family one is also divided into six types that we are soon going to learn. But for now, the first type I have shown here, which has all the fathas on the three root letters. Kataba, this is the fa'il madi form. Kataba, it has all the fathas. Then we have فعل مضارع, and then we have a فعل أمر. كتب اكتب. It is a command. اكتب, write, write. Means this is the command form. Write on something or write. كتب, he wrote. Okay, then فعل مضارع as again, and we'll have a detailed session on فعل مضارع, the مرفوع منصوب and مجزوم form. But right now, I'm just giving you introduction to فعل مضارع, that it has three types: مرفوع, منصوب. I think we have already done it in a now session, so you can go back and check about these three types in detail: مرفوع, منصوب, and مجزوم form. يكتب, يكتب, and يكتب. So see how these three words are similar, just the ending is changed. Ba has a dhamma, ba has a fatha, and ba has jazm. For marfu form, it has a dhamma. For mansub, it has a fatha, and for majzum, it has a verb has a jazm. So this is the three main types of fi'l: fi'l madi, fi'l mudari, and fi'l amr. Kataba, yaktubu, uktub. This is These are the main types of a fi'l. So if you memorize this simple pattern, simple mode, you will be excellent in surf. Like using this pattern, like this is for the family one form, which where I told you that it has the three fathas on the root letters, and because it is the basic form, that is why we are using the example of family one. And conjugating a particular verbs for all pronouns and all tenses for each person, and learning them is quite an experience in itself. And we are, inshallah, going to do it for Madi. And as I told you, as we learned here, that how a verb can be conjugated into different tenses. In the center, we have the uh, فعل مضارع, and I told you the three basic forms. And these three major categories are conjugated just like that. So, okay, and we will all, but we do know that it is the mazhar about mazhar that it is the idea or the concept of that verb in that family that we are going to use. And one thing we must keep in mind that masdar or verbal noun is not a verb, and it's an ism. Because as we are see this, as we are doing, we as we did in this verb patterns, that family is, as I told you, the first three members of a family, that it is fale. The first one is fale madi, and the second is fale mudare, and the third is masdar. This is the verbal noun, and family belongs to, as I already mentioned, that a family belongs to different types of words, and a family includes the nouns, and it includes the verbs, and it includes zarf and other members as well. So, family has many members, and we already know about four members now: فعل ماضي, or فعل مضارع, or فعل أمر, and مصدر form. So, what are the other family members? We will discuss them soon, inshallah. And for the present noun, as I told you, that you must be thinking about the future tense. Future tense, as I already told you, that it is just an extension to the marfu form of the fi'l mudari, and it is called mustaqbil, or the future tense. So there are we learn about how there are the structures. We will learn, inshallah, the structures for adjectives as well. So if you learn all these structures and the verb forms, so using these root letters and the words, so it will be uh, easy to learn about more in future. For the future tense, only a particle is added to the marfu form of fi'l mudari to make future tense, and inshallah we'll soon have example for that as well. So this is a brief explanation of how the surf works, and inshallah we are going to do some more practice for our self studies. We are going to end a session here, and inshallah, uh, we will learn more about self studies in our next session, inshallah. See you soon. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.